I thought we did a good job of adjusting to that in the second half. Obviously Saquon ended up popping some runs on us, and they ran the ball too effectively for us to win the game today. So we have to improve that for sure. It's 14-9 at halftime, and when other teams scores touchdowns and we kick field goals, typically that's not good. So we got to make sure we handle that in terms of our scoring efficiency on offense.
That were stopping you guys up in the red zone?
A lot of stuff. I think the main thing was just execution. Of course, every red zone drive was different, but I felt like we did a good job driving the ball, getting to the red zone. But I think we just got to capitalize and get down there and score second.
Do you think the pass game took a step today, even if it wasn't as big of a step as you wanted to be on?
I think it did. Of course, there's always room to improve, but I definitely think it did.
What's lacking the most right now in the passing game from your vantage point?
I think we just got to be more consistent. Whether it's me, whether it's the O-line, whether it's the receivers. Some plays we're all on the same page. We're all executing great, and then some plays we aren't. So big thing with that is just consistency.
You can't protect your quarterback, you can't get separation with your receivers, and you can't stop the run. That's a really dangerous combination. How do you fix this at all?
You know what? The run defense really is bothersome to me, because I've always believed that if you know what to do and you give great effort, you can play good defense and you can stop the run. Because they're a gap control defense. So, I'm sure that Coach Eberflus is frustrated and disappointed, because that should never happen. Never happen. And you know what? It's a copycat league. And when one team sees what the other team did, all of a sudden, you're going to see it again this week. I mean, you're going to see Dalvin Cook in the Minnesota Vikings this week, and a real passing game. The Bears haven't faced a real passing game. Well, obviously, Green Bay, but they don't have the receivers that the Vikings have. So now you're going to have the combination of a real good running game with Dalvin Cook and one of the better passing games with receivers with the Vikings. So it's not going to go away, Cap. I mean, they're going to have to step up on defense and do it. And offensively, we got to score more points. We got to throw down the field. If we got to send one receiver out and block everybody else for protection, that's what we have to do, in my opinion.
What's up? This is Jalen Johnson, cornerback of the Chicago Bears, and you're watching my boys, the Bears Mafia, on the Beardown Breakdown right here on Beardown 24/7.
It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Shake the whole leg down. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Shake the whole leg down. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Shake the whole leg down. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Get down, lay down. We can talk modern era, we can talk throwback, but when we talk it's real talk, chump, we don't hold back. These other guys love to lie, bruh, we don't promote that. Mo facts, mo stacks, Mr. Clean, no cap. Switch the whole game on them like a trick play. Competition going missing, no sick day. It's Big Bears bearing down in a big way, shaking the lake for the monsters of the midway. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Shake the whole lake down. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Shake the whole lake down. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Shake the whole lake down. It's the Beardown Breakdown. All up in your face now. Beardown Breakdown. Get down, lay down.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Beardown Breakdown. I am your host, Mike. Before we go around the circle here, I just wanted to say real quick, I was watching the intro that Adam made. Could somebody put out like an APB for Leon and for Nick? Because we need to get them back on the damn show. It's been a while. Anyway, I am your host,
Brennan.
Brennan. I didn't even say
Steven. Excuse me.
Who? I don't even know who the hell Steven is anymore. I'm your host, Mike. Tonight on the show, we do got kind of a full house. We got Mr. Chicago himself, Marlon Williams.
Chicago
up, Beardown?
We have Adam Wolf.
Yo, what up, Beardown?
We have Boss Bear Lester Price.
Beardown.
Lester found a room with some lights. He was in the dark when we were sitting here doing pre-show. Couldn't see a damn thing.
I didn't recognize him without pie on his face. It's good to see you again, bro.
Right, it's good to see what your face looks like, Lester.
He was really on some Dahmer-ish type shit earlier.
He was. It was scary. It's Halloween. He was trying to do his best scary buddy routine. Live from the car until he gets home from work, we got Bear Down Bravo, John McNabb. Maybe not.
He gone.
He gone. All right. And we have, what the hell do we call you? Mr. Delaware, Dolphins Cup. What do we call you? Jason Mallardino is in the building.
What up?
His name says Bears Run D gonna get cooked.
That's clever.
Very punny. Very punny.
That's clever. John, are you on before I kick you off and make you come back in?
I got kicked off somehow, so same thing might have happened to him.
All right, we're gonna remove him. John, just jump back in when you are ready. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Before we do that, just wanted to give a shout out to Greg Rice, Lions fan. He's always watching the show. He's got some comments here that I'll load up on the screen as we go. Brandon, I'm gonna butcher your last name, so I ain't even gonna try to pronounce it.
Todd?
No, definitely not Brandon Todd. Jesus, let's not even.
I already had to block the one guy posting his internet server links on our shit.
Oh, the guy that wanted to watch all the NFL games for free.
Whatever. Live streaming shit, whatever it was.
Stream Filipinos.com or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's the same thing they put on all the Chicago Bears posts. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah. I got you. I was glad you caught that because I did see it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna do things a little bit different. Obviously, we usually talk about the loss. There ain't a whole lot to say that I don't think we can say while we're going through the rest of what we're doing here. I see Marlon's got the whiteboard out in the back, so we are going to have a segment. I will put him on the clock. But we're going to go ahead and start with our first quarter grades. We're about a quarter of the way through the season. It's probably going to be really ugly, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to kind of go position by position. And let's start with the defensive line first, fellas. Just give me your grade real quick on how you think the defensive line has played through the first quarter. And then we'll just go position by position. So, Marlon, go ahead. Give me your take on the defensive line.
D. I mean, just to simply pull it, they get a D. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, my grades. No one is graduating from any goddamn school's grades I'm about to give. So it's gonna be a lot of children left behind with the goddamn grades I'm gonna give out. The defensive line has been terrible. They have been the first responders to the pass rush and the running game and shit like that, and they haven't been able to deliver on either. We haven't been getting enough pressure on the goddamn quarterbacks. We haven't been able to stop a goddamn blind pedestrian to walk across the goddamn street at damn green light. We can't stop any damn body from doing anything. They get a D. But you know what? D- is what the fuck they're going to get from me because Robert Quinn, I haven't seen you. Where the fuck are you? Dominique Robinson, my boy.
Uh-oh.
I ain't seen him since the first game. Don't know what the fuck is going on. Blackson, I still love Blackson's hunger, but everybody else, it's been nothing. We haven't been getting many tackles for a loss. We haven't been getting many sacks. We haven't been stopping the goddamn run for nothing. So it's D- for me.
All right, Adam.
That Delaware boy holding the line down.
Hey. Wait your
No one's doing
turn, Mallardino.
Delaware has one thing going for it. Jason's all over. He's like, yep, Delaware, right there. No, if I had to grade him right now, I'd probably put it at a C-, basically just because with the pass rush has been basically non-existent, but it has just been a sample size because people are just running the ball down our fucking throats. And that seems to be the theme of the year so far. Most sacks are coming from our secondary and everything anyway. So I would say probably a C-. Like you said, Robert Quinn's nowhere to be found. Even in the run game, I don't see him anymore. So like I said, with the pass rush, we've only seen the sample size. Yeah, we've only seen the sample size, especially in the pass rush, because people aren't throwing the fucking ball on us that much anymore. They're just fine. They don't need to. They
don't
need
have to.
but yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
we don't believe in the legal forward pass anymore when you're playing Chicago. We just run the ball. Lester.
Bootleg.
A+.
Get the fuck.
What the fuck is
How much
Kick
have you drank
him
tonight?
off the show right now.
Mute him.
Lord.
Mute him.
Okay, no.
He drinking. He probably off on that goddamn Coors Light or some shit.
I just like to stir the
He
pot.
drinking Everclear tonight.
You got Mad Dog 2020 over there in a cup.
No,
seriously.
seriously,
Go ahead, Lester.
seriously. I say C-. I say C-. And I'd say that because, I mean, second half. I mean, I guess that is as a whole, but they're part of the defense. Second half, they're not giving up touchdowns. So, it is what it is. But I'll give them a C-.
All right. John, do we got you live and direct yet, or are you still playing around?
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay, well, shoot, I'm going to fix my camera right now. What is the question? Defensive first
Yeah,
quarter.
give your grade for the defensive line.
Hey, can you guys hear me or no?
Your camera still ain't fixed.
I said I'll get it done right now. 1 second. I mean, it's a D, man. We got to do better. Defensive line, we got to do better.
Okay. All right. While you're fixing your camera, we'll go over here to Jason. Before Jason goes, I just want to let you know that I took some time out of my day today. Jason is from the state of Delaware, if you want to call it a state. And I looked up some Delaware facts. Just listen, Delaware doesn't get talked about a lot, so I want to put some Delaware facts up on the board here. Jason, go ahead and give me your grade for the
F. I just think. Remember when everyone was saying when we signed? I'm gonna butcher his last name. Yes, that's true.
Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just reading. It's actually true about the 3 counties. Anyways, like when we tried to sign what's his name, Larry, whatever, and everyone said, "Why we need a defensive tackle?" Well,
Ogunjobi.
Yeah, Ogunjobi. You're seeing the effects of partly why we're getting run on, partly to other parts of the linebackers too, but it's an F. We're not getting pressure from the run game. We're not getting pressure when they do pass, which people touched on it. Statistically, I know our passing defense is good, but I think that's really inflated numbers. Just because we're getting killed in the run. So I F.
Okay. All right. We do have Gil that just jumped in. Gil, flip your camera sideways if you can. If not, it's not a big deal. And then give me your grade for the defensive line while I pull these Delaware stats off the screen.
All right. Okay. Just trying to tilt it the best I can.
You're good.
Okay. Just thoughts on the game overall?
No, defensive line. Give me your grade for the defensive line through the first quarter of the season.
D. That's what I graded on.
Okay.
D minus. I'll put D minus.
Gil looked like he was leaning toward an F.
I
was just a little.
He was trying to figure out if he could say G, and then he was like, "No, I better not do that. It'll confuse me."
Might put Z. But...
Yeah. So I'll give mine, and I'm going to do all mine pretty quick. I am also in a D category. Travis Gibson, and I said this in the offseason, I don't think he's a fit in this defense. He's had moments, but I don't think overall he's a great player for us in this defense. Robert Quinn has done what Robert Quinn has done historically and had a great season and followed that up with being non-existent the next one. Robinson hasn't played well, minus a few sparks here and there. And I know this is the Marlins guy. Blackson has not played well. He just hasn't. The defensive line as a whole has struggled. We need a 3 technique. If the kid from Georgia is there in the first round of that draft and we don't draft him, I'm going to be highly upset because we need a 3 technique in the worst way. We're going to move on.
Mike, real quick.
Yo, go ahead.
Say this.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this as an excuse. This is just what I've seen. I know other teams go through it, but I watched, I'm the defense. I love defense. That's my favorite thing. when I'm watching these guys, and I've said it before a lot of times. For some reason, dude, they don't get the holding calls. They don't get the holding calls. I know what you said about Blackson, but Blackson has made some big plays. Justin Jones has made some big plays. When you watch the replays on these, when they're doing, they're showing a good pass that somebody made on us, these guys blatantly have been getting help. Now, like I said, every team it happens to. But for some reason, us and maybe probably other handful of teams or more, we just don't get the calls. I see them getting there and getting pressure, but they're getting that jersey tugged, and they're always raising their hand up and doing this, and it doesn't really get called. That may be something moving forward to see, like, how many calls do we actually get for offensive holding on us? Not an excuse, but just something to look at.
Okay. We're gonna move on because we got a lot of position groups to get through. Plus, I want to do the Minnesota game. I do just want to point out that our own page, Beardown 24/7, the fine gentlemen that run that page there did give us another Delaware stat. You can fit 26 Delawares inside the state of Illinois. The more you know. So, whoever added that in there, Adam, I appreciate that fact. Let's move on. One more. This one was pretty funny too. Greg Rice, he's a Lions fan. Hearing you guys complain about defense is almost laughable. You have no idea how bad it can really get. As a Lions fan, I can appreciate the fact that your defense is worse than ours.
Listen, I appreciate his honesty because they set the bar for what bad looks like.
Right now they do. So let's move on to the linebackers. Just a real quick letter grade because we got a lot to do here. Marlon, grade on the linebacker, sir.
Oh shit. My boy,
as a whole, not just Roquan, you Georgia homer.
Yeah, I know. Shit. C- probably. It's been one of the inconsistent bright spots. I guess I would say C-, mainly because they've been like getting some key stops here and there, but again, the lack of consistency with this team holistically has been it's been blatant as fuck. Like they have not been. They've been very consistent with being inconsistent. So I gotta give the linebackers a C-, man, because we haven't forced enough turnovers, and I'm looking for the linebackers to force more turnovers, especially like in the run game, snatching the goddamn ball out of somebody's fucking hand or popping the damn ball out of their hand for that matter, forcing more fumbles. We're not doing that very much.
How about we learn how to tackle before we try to get the turnover, so they're not running 50 yards on. Daniel Jones doing the little fucking fake boot 20 fucking times. Everyone's like, what's going on?
If only we could tackle as well as your Miami Dolphins could. Adam, go ahead.
I got to give him a C+. Tackling's got to get better. Nick Morrow played like a complete dickhead on Sunday, so he gets a lot of the blame for sure. But yeah, give him a C+ for now.
All right, we're gonna kick it over to John.
Wow, I was actually gonna give Morrow some props. Other than last game, yeah, he'd have some time. But
he said other than last game.
Gloss over that last game, yeah.
But he's been a bright point to this defense. I think Morrow is really like. We need another linebacker, and we brought him in to fill a spot, and he's done well at that, I feel. I do feel that Roquan is playing out of the world. He's playing really well. He got an interception, a few forced fumbles. I think he recovered one. He's getting 10 tackles a game. He's involved in a lot of the plays, even that's not ran to him. He's in the backfield a lot. So I'm slapping a D on a B, a big bear B, and no minus, no plus. We're just gonna put a B on there because the other linebacker position seems to be always injured or something going on over there. My colleague besides Whitney from Playmakers has always been grab a linebacker early. I hope we get a linebacker this next draft because that's a. We always want offensive line early. We always want, the best playmaker available. Everybody wants a wide receiver, but
Is Paris on this? Is Paris on this thing?
This
John,
defense.
back up from your mic a little bit.
Yeah, because you're doing a lot of.
It's starting to sound real Mark Martinish.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm talking real low. I thought. Man, I just give it a B. I'll give it a B.
All right, Lester, what's your grade on the linebackers?
I agree with John with Morrow. I mean, I wasn't sold on him, but John got me sold on him. Yeah, last game was rough, but I like him. I think he'll get better with the scheme. It's a C. It's just a straight C.
All right, Jason.
I give it a C.
Minus.
C. Only because Roquan's one great game, but C. So.
One great game.
Yeah, he had more than one.
Let's go, Gil.
Well, that's debatable. That's debatable.
I'm gonna go C minus with it.
Okay.
Real quick. Can I ask one question, Jason? What do you got against what's wrong with Roquan?
I just honestly, I feel he's slow.
No,
he's
100% right. He had one great game, and the rest have been regular games.
Yeah,
I
That's
just
all
think
it
he's.
is.
Yeah,
He's basically getting into
I mean,
shape
he got
now.
embarrassed. He got totally embarrassed in the Green Bay game. Totally embarrassed. So I think he's been
They weren't even running
okay,
his
but
way.
I don't.
They all did. They all
Well,
did.
they already did, but I'm just saying, I just don't think he's been playing lights out. I think he's been playing okay.
In the Gordon's way all game long.
Well, when he was holding out for his contract, he's supposed to be the leader of that defense now. And to me, he didn't show it a good example. And he's been, basically he's getting right now into shape. So, that's
I mean, like, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to take it like we don't win that game, the Texans game, if it wasn't for Roquan. Like, I'm not going to deny it, but that was the only really lights out game he's really had. I understand it's getting tackles, but like Mike's saying, and I've said, like, a lot of those tackles, particularly in the Green Bay game, were like downfield tackles. So he's playing okay. I think he's playing okay, but I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's playing $20 $20 million worth. I'm all over the place tonight.
Okay, so what does he have
San
to do?
Francisco game was
What does he have to do better?
Be more consistent, I guess. I just
He's
don't feel
averaging
like
tackles a game.
Hey, we
can talk about Roquan all night. Let's move it along.
Yeah. So let me get my take real quick, and I'll touch on the Roquan thing. I don't even remember who said it, but somebody said something about tackles for a loss. Here's a fun little stat: we have 14 tackles for a loss as a team. 5 of those are Justin Jones. The linebacker squad has only had 4 tackles for a loss combined in 4 games. It's not good. It's not good.
I noticed that. Yeah.
So this is where I back up, and I'll just give my little Roquan speech. I lean with Jason because here's the thing: the tackle stat line looks great, but let's face facts. Somebody's got to make the fucking tackle because he's the best piece on a team full of shit. Doesn't necessarily mean he's having an all-pro year. It just the numbers aren't good outside of the tackles. They're just not. And you can say what you want about it. It's not worth $20 million a year. I can tell you that. So let's move on to the secondary. Just a real quick. A real quick grade on the secondary. Marlon.
Well, if I can just dissect real quick one person in particular who's been the most consistent person on this goddamn defense, and that's Eddie fucking Jackson. Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson has been the most consistent goddamn player on this defense. He's been the most consistent, and from start to finish, from the first game to now, he has 3 fucking picks in 4 games. I got to give this man mad ass props for really resurging his goddamn career with us, because there was a lot of question marks coming to this league. I didn't know a lot about what was going on with his personal life, nor should we really know that, right? But the fact that he was openly honest about that and been dealing with it, silently and internally, I can respect that, man, for going out there and putting 110% effort out there on that goddamn field. Every goddamn down, every goddamn play, every game. I appreciate that. But overall, the secondary, it's hard to grade them because really we ain't getting many fucking passes thrown us.
Nobody throws the ball on us.
Goddamn it, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he threw 25 goddamn passes, and that's been the most goddamn passes thrown on us all year so far. And not many passes. Well, no passes being thrown to Jalen Johnson's way. So I guess in a way that kind of helps our grade, but then when you think about how Gordon has been doing, it's been fucked up, man, how they've been picking on this kid. But the adjustments that Alan Williams, this goddamn defensive coordinator, is supposed to be fucking making with him, he's not making that. When you see that he's getting picked on, goddamn it, switch him out with someone else in another goddamn position. Make him play somewhere else. That way he's not getting picked on so fucking much. Like, this is fucking
terrible idea.
I mean, but look at where he's getting picked on at. Why there is no adjustments being made with that. So we don't have enough goddamn turnovers. But I will say, of all the turnovers that we do have, the secondary is the one that's responsible for the most of them. So I'm going to give the secondary
we're tied for third in interceptions. We're tied for third for interceptions, and we're I don't know. We're up there on turnovers. We're up there. We're
but I'm saying the vast majority of those turnovers are coming from the secondary. So I'm going to give the secondary much respect in that regard and give them like a C+, leaning towards a B somewhat. If we can get more goddamn interceptions that would lead us in field position to help us, the offense, score a goddamn touchdown, that would be even greater as far as impact on the game. But yeah, C+ overall.
All right. Hey, first of all, I got two things. Gil, did I skip you on the linebackers?
No. I
couldn't remember. Before I moved to Adam, our resident neighborhood Troy Polamalu lookalike Melvin Griffin, he said, boo, these guys. Hey, Melvin, if you erase that B and put like a 1, that's how many yards you guys have given up so far as a defense. Adam.
For me, the secondary is a lone bright spot. They get an A-. Kyler Gordon, he's getting picked on. This is 4th NFL game. You got to expect that shit. He still gets a pass from me. Other than that, Kendall Vildor stepped up in a big way. Eddie Jackson, you can't say enough good things about him. Jalen Johnson, once he gets healthy enough to play again, I expect him to return to the form he was in the first 2 games. So they get an A- for, they're the best out of the entire position groups on the entire defense for sure.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Yeah, I agree with Adam. I'm going to give him a flat A. I'm not even going to put the minus on it. Eddie Jackson's back. He's back and he's tackling. We can't really put up although he could tackle a little better sometimes, but we're not going to go all there. He's actually laying some pads on people this year. So we're going to give it up to Jackson. Brisker, he's learning and he's doing a good job at learning. There's a few times he gets burnt, not burnt, but not burnt like a
he get beat sometimes, but
but he'll get beat on certain styles of plays. He won't really.
They're rookies, man. They're rookies. It's gonna happen.
So far though, Brisker's working out, and I want to make sure I point it out too. Brisker's working out.
I think we all pull our hair. I think we all pull our hair out on Vildor once a game, but honestly, Vildor has stepped it up. Also, he's actually played some good football lately. Jalen, hope we get you back, buddy. Gordon, I'm not going to put this year on you like other Bear fans almost would. I understand you got 8 up in the Green Bay game, but Aaron Rodgers does that to us. Congratulations, kid. You took that role this year or this time around. But other than that, he's broken up touchdowns. He's rebounded in big ways, even in the only game that he really got 8 up in 100% was the Texan game. You know what I mean? We're 164, or was it? No, it was the Green Bay game. 164 of those 200 and something yards were on Gordon. But other than that, I have no complaints of how Gordon's playing. I think he'll pick it up. Very agile kid, very smart kid. He's not gonna. His dick ain't gonna be in the dirt for too long. I give him an A.
Okay. Lester.
Man, F.
We ain't got time for all this trolling shit today.
Goofy motherfucker.
Man, seriously, let me see. I'll give them a B. Gordon, he's getting picked on, but that's good. I think it's good. Get all the action you can. It's gonna make you better, right? If you play against the best, sooner or later you're gonna be able to beat the best, right? That's how you learn by playing against the best. If he's getting beat by scrubs, it's a different story. He ain't learning that. Got to get beat by the good players, the players that have been in the league, established, the veterans that know what they're doing against the rookie. So Vildor still kind of suspect to me, but he has played better. And one of Eddie Jackson's interceptions is because of Vildor. Think about that. So, with that being said, John, you said real quick. Sorry, not to be too long. John, you said like I don't remember Brisker getting burnt. When did he get burnt? Maybe I wasn't watching the game. But
there's a few times where he stepped up a little bit on pass coverage and his guys back there.
He's also I think he's also missed a couple of tackles too.
Okay,
he's missed a couple of tackles.
He missed a few tackles on some runs in that Packer game,
right?
Because
in that San Francisco game too.
Yeah, I missed some parts of the game because the kids. But every time I see him, he's there. So
what was the white boy's name for the Lovey team? The number 47.
Conti.
Well, he ain't no Conti. I'll tell you that. Okay, he ain't getting beat like that.
Chris Conti was a fucking ball.
He ain't getting beat deep like that. I'm not saying that.
They get a flat B from me.
So let's move on. Jason, just give me your grade real quick.
I want to give him an A, but because of Gordon, I'm giving him a B. I actually think Gordon needs to sit, but that's just me.
Oh, I'm going to get to that. I can't wait till it's my turn. Gil, go ahead.
I'll give him a B, and I'll start off with Gordon. I mean, I understand, look, a couple of us are, hey, you know what? He's a rookie. I agree with most of the panel. He's got to learn. So for him to sit would be a big mistake. He's got to learn. So the best way for him is, hey, trial and error. So he's going to get better. Jalen Johnson had to go through it. Brisker, I see a couple things with miscommunication. The builder, I probably will. I am shocked, but I'm glad he's. I guess under this new defensive system, he's doing a lot better. Other than that, I mean, if just for a tad bit, I give him still that. You know what? I'll give him a B plus.
I will also say this too, as far as Builder, because I didn't mention him, but he's playing better. He still sucks, but he's playing better. But my question to y'all is, if you go sit here and say that Gordon needs to sit down, who the fuck is his replacement? Because I don't know nobody, and I don't see nobody being a better replacement.
Honestly, I think this is more. I think this is more the criticism of this coaching staff. I think like the same thing what they do with Jenkins. I think they're giving too much on the kid, putting him inside, outside. Personally, I think they should just kind of stick him maybe this in one spot, but doing it all over the place. Well,
but you know what? And under the defense with Desai, I think they weren't held accountable like they're being held under this regime. So they're being held more accountable. So I think that definitely you can start seeing the changes in the defense, which I was like, nobody can really fix Vildor. And again, I'm starting to see a little bit of progress. So shouldn't say, so I mean, we could say at the end of the season, but he is changing. I mean, we can't expect the change to come right away, but compared to what he's played in the past last season and this season, he has played a bit better. And I mean, that's all we can ask for him to get better. Yep.
All right, Marlon straight up said he's playing better, but he sucks. But he played better though.
let me just throw some. A lot of different opportunities that we could have fucking got the goddamn ball back, but yeah.
Let me just throw something in here that none of us talked about. We said that teams are just running the ball down our throat and they're not really passing much, right?
I said yeah.
Okay, so there's more to playing corner or safety than just pass coverage. Out of our top 7 leading tacklers on the team, 4 of them are our secondary. That includes Vildor. Vildor is tied for second on the team in passes defensed. And every one of the secondary has a tackle for a loss minus Jalen Johnson. So overall, I'm going to give these guys an A because, the pass coverage has been spotty in places. But listen, they're tackling, and that's what you want out of your corners, and that's what you want out of your safeties. Somebody's got to make the tackle. Now, granted, they're in position because people are 15 yards downfield every time they run the fucking ball. But with that being said, they're at least doing that portion of the game well.
Hey, part of Kyler Gordon's pass for me was that he killed Tyrod Taylor, which I thought was great. But
that helps too. Okay, so let's flip it over to the.
Still got 30 yards.
Let's flip it over.
That wasn't Tyrod Taylor. That was Daniel Jones. He damn near took out.
No, it was
Taylor.
When Brisker got that sack on Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I think it was good, but when Taylor did the, I always said when they kept doing the rollouts, I kept felt like it was like the Peanuts, right? When Charlie Brown was about to kick the ball and Lucy kept doing that, like that's why I felt like every time it was like he would hand it and then just go roll out for 20, 30 yards.
Took out both quarterbacks by his damn self, because he hurt Daniel Jones in the knee, and then he rocked the shit out of Tyrod Taylor.
Right. Well, it didn't help it because they went in a Wildcat and still ran the fucking ball down their throat, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Hey, we got to keep moving, but we do have a special appearance from Rob Haspels, Mr. VWO himself. He does not want to hear any homers picking the Bears seriously. Rob, we watched your show.
Don't worry.
We watched your show last night. We do appreciate you tuning into the actual Bears show where people are smart about the subject, as opposed to that shit you had on there last night.
And motherfucker, you guys can't call anybody homers, okay?
Really?
We watched your fucking show.
And Rob, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of hurt. I'm kind of upset that you didn't invite us on. You picked those two, but whatever, Rob. We're cool, I guess. Let's move it on to the offensive side of the ball. Let's go offensive line, just a quick grade because we're running over.
Should we just give it an F and move on with our lives?
Give it an F. Everybody gives it an F. Move on.
Everyone just F. Let's just go.
I don't give it an F though.
That was easy.
Okay, D minus, fucking Mike. Since you want to be so goddamn specific, we'll give him a D minus then.
F plus.
These bastards can't do a damn thing, man.
If we're good with it, we'll move along. Let's go to the running backs, fellas.
C plus offensive line.
All right.
What the fuck?
Listen. We'll flip to the running backs because there are two subjects that are very, very touchy, and one of them we're gonna hit on shortly. And I know that shit's gonna take forever. So let's just go around the room. Running backs, Marlon, go.
Running backs, I'll say C plus.
Damn, that's it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, B. Okay, goddamn it, B. The reason why I said C plus because the last goddamn game we really wasn't that effective.
I feel like you just got pressured into that B.
He did.
Peer pressure's a bitch. Damn it, y'all pressured me to give him a goddamn B. Listen, had we had the same goddamn running effort that we did in that Texas game, I give these motherfuckers a goddamn A plus. But because we couldn't fucking run the ball that well against the fucking Giants.
But actually, the Giants' defense was not that bad.
But Marlon,
they're not that good either, though. If you go look at their rankings, Jason, they're not that good.
But Marlon,
went into this game, they had 3 sacks coming into this fucking
rankings don't mean shit on Sundays.
Fucking 6 sacks alone in our game. They had 3 coming into the game. They're not that fucking good.
When teams know the only thing we can do is run the fucking ball, it's pretty easy to stop.
I thought we were going to go through this quick.
We're moving on. Adam.
B for the fucking running backs.
I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B plus. Monty's got to get healthy. Other than that, B plus.
All right, let's go, John, real quick.
Who, the running backs?
God damn, yes.
They get an A. They get an A.
Right.
If we're going to give the secondary an A when they have some mishaps, the same way we're going to give an A to the running backs.
All right, let's go, Lester.
My grades ain't going to be
They get an A. They'll get an A plus when they start picking up the blitzes.
Oh, good answer.
There you go.
Good
I like
answer.
that shit there. See,
Jason.
I told y'all my grades weren't going to be good enough to graduate. Shit, y'all should have been listening to me.
A plus plus plus. Because it's the only part of our offense to actually move the ball. So
that's valid too.
What the fuck is this? AAA? Like this ain't no goddamn card.
It's the only part of the offense that can actually move the ball.
Listen, that offense is broke down. Somebody needs to come get that shit. Gil.
I'm going to go with an A minus. I mean, regardless of the injuries, Herbert's been fantastic. We know Monty's hurt, but I mean, they're giving it their all. I mean, I think this is the best part of our offense right there. So I will stick to my A minus.
Okay, John dipped out before we got to wide receivers and quarterback. So my running backs, I'm going to give them a solid B, and I'm so glad that Lester said the thing about picking up the blitz because that makes a huge difference. The blocking has not been great. Love Herbert, think he's a great kid. His blocking is not very good.
He's too small, man. He ain't no good blocker.
It's technique.
Goddamn
I've
it, Blessing
watched
game ain't doing that.
I definitely don't think being small is a problem for him.
Edna didn't block that well in his goddamn Giants game either. So shit.
So let's go.
Darnell Mooney's small, and he's probably one of the best blockers on our entire team.
Let's go tight ends real quick. This should be pretty quick. Just give me the letter grade. Marlon.
Fucking F. Fucking F. You out of this goddamn whiteboard.
Hey, he said letter grade up there. I give him a D.
Bomb ass, Notre Dame ass tight end. Fucking Cole Kmet.
All right, we're moving. We're
cold,
moving.
Right.
We're
he ain't committing shit.
We're moving. We got 2 more categories. Gil.
I will give him an F.
Okay, Lester.
F.
Jason.
Ian ain't tight worth shit. God damn it.
What said? I'll disagree.
He said he ain't committing shit.
John, what's your grade on the tight end?
Y'all laugh at my frustration, and I don't appreciate this shit, man.
Just the letter, John. F. He said F, but his shit is muted, so I couldn't hear it. I saw the sign language though. Wide receivers. Let's get through this one quick too, because the next one's probably gonna go off topic. Marlon, wide receivers.
Oh, you gotta do me like this. You know I'm a wide receiver guy. It's a fucking F. It's an F. I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck.
You're
I'm
fucking
brutal.
brutal.
D. I told y'all these goddamn grades wasn't gonna be good enough to pass 5th grade. Goddamn it. It's gonna be every child left behind. D- for these goddamn receivers. They can't fucking create separation for their fucking selves. They can't catch a goddamn cold in the winter in Chicago. It ain't even winter yet. Goddamn it, they can't sit here and be physical enough to run their fucking routes to give the goddamn quarterback a chance to make a fucking play down the field for them. They getting pussy out of every route.
The receivers are catching the catchable balls.
Ass corners.
The receivers are catching the catchable balls. They're towards the top of the league and not dropping the ball.
Well, when you only throw the ball like 3 times a game and you catch 2 out of 3,
some of them are being pussy in the hole out of not catching the ball. They get a D-.
That's why I always say the stats don't matter and the film does.
Moving on, Adam.
C plus.
Gil.
C.
Lester.
John dipped again.
C.
And Jason.
D.
I am gonna go C plus. And there's numerous reasons, but we're not gonna get into it right now because we are gonna move on to the quarterback play. Marlon's over there writing on the whiteboard.
One word answer, Marlon. One word.
No, fuck that.
I
You're gonna
thought
save
Marlon
me
had
for
a
last
fly
for
on his
this
head
one.
first.
All right, you know what?
I'm going
I will
last
say
for this one.
I will save you the second to last because I'm the host and I can take that liberty.
We still have a game preview to get through. D plus.
Gil.
I will give a C.
Lester.
C.
Jason.
I guess a D plus at this point.
I can't wait to revisit these in 4 more weeks.
I know I can't either. John dipped out.
John said A.
John said A. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. John. I can't hear you.
John.
I still got no sound on you. Give us sign language.
Unmuted.
Nope, there he goes. Okay, so go ahead, Marlon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of Bears Nation, I want you to
Oh my God.
attentively
here we go.
observe the whiteboard, the Beardown breakdown whiteboard of today. God damn it. So what I did was I wrote a numerator and a denominator. Numerator being confidence, denominator being fucking trust. So let me see if we all can equally agree that this team is fucking missing both confidence.
Dude, I suck at
trust.
math.
Right, well, I'm going to simplify it for you. Here we go.
A little bit of geometry on there.
Head coach.
Yeah.
The head coach needs to have confidence and trust in the offensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator needs to trust and have confidence in the quarterback. The quarterback needs to fucking have trust in himself, in the offensive line, in the running backs, in the tight ends, and in the fucking receivers. Tell me that you all are consistently enough seeing that this team, preferably this fucking offense, is missing the two stats that don't show up on the goddamn stat sheet, which is confidence and fucking trust. Because I don't see neither on that goddamn field. What I see is some lackadaisical goddamn players out there, all 11 of them, mind you. Soon as 3 and out hits and we don't get the goddamn first down, everybody just strolls their ass on the goddamn sideline with their fucking heads down, not saying a goddamn thing to each other. Maybe Justin may look at the goddamn, maybe look at the tablet and maybe say something to Luke Getz. Luke Getz may say something to him. But no one else is fucking saying any goddamn thing. No one's communicating. No one's even fucking paying attention to the goddamn game and what the fuck else the goddamn defense is doing once they're out there on the field. You're not even rooting for the defense, let alone root for yourselves when you're out there on the fucking field. So I'm going to say this much. The quarterback who I have confidence in, but I'm losing confidence in because he's not showing me enough consistently. He gets a D from me because, well, and I'm leaning towards D minus. This shit is pissing me off how, okay, he's understanding the mistakes he's making. He made strides. He was better in the Giants game. Not great, not good, but better. Better is the only goddamn adjective I'm going to fucking use to describe his improvements in terms of his growth and development. Well, now, having said that, we got to make more goddamn strides to get even better because the fact that we are ranked number 33 in the goddamn 32 team fucking sport is fucking atrocious to me. It is embarrassing to sit up here and watch our fucking passing game be so fucking abysmal that teams they're not even game planning for our running game. They like, all right, so this week we play the Bears. These motherfuckers are going to run, so let's stop them from running. The Giants didn't stop us, but we damn sure didn't get nearly as many rushing yards against them that we did the goddamn Texans, where we damn near had 300 rushing yards. So the fact that this passing game was so shitty, it's falling primarily on not just on Justin, but Luke Getsy too. I seen too many goddamn first-timer mistakes from this offensive coordinator, from the head coach. Who the fuck throws the goddamn screen passes on 3rd and long to a fucking tight end, none less, and to a fucking receiver? Who does that? That's the worst fucking excuse
and a
for
tight end that ain't doing shit.
Hey, I got an answer for that. Who does that?
I can't wait to hear Mike's answer.
We do that.
You want to know who? You want to know who?
Himself. He don't
time
trust
out. You want to know who else does that?
Quarterback don't
Green
trust
Bay.
the goddamn team that's out there with him. The quarterback don't trust the other 10 guys that's out there with him. Everybody has a fucking job, and everybody in large gets paid millions of dollars to do this fucking job. And no one's fucking executing these goddamn jobs. Except for one goddamn dimension, which is the goddamn running game. These goddamn tight ends ain't worth shit, ain't worth a goddamn pot to piss in or a goddamn crate to put it under. The receivers, they wide receivers, right? Goddamn it, you get paid to widely receive. Goddamn it. What the fuck are you doing?
Was that
The
sexual?
quarterback, again, I'm going to go back to Justin. Justin needs to stop not looking, stop being in so many goddamn run scenarios. He's in run mode too goddamn much for me. That's one of my main criticisms of him. He made strides.
It'll be fine.
He's getting
It'll
the
be
ball
fine.
out in certain
It'll be
specs.
fine, Mark.
Three-step drop back,
It'll be
but
fine.
goddamn, you got to fucking hit them when they're open. And when they're open and they drop that goddamn ball, you better fucking say something to them on that goddamn sideline.
Hey, Marlon, just
down whiteboard.
just to go off of what you said about there being trust between Getsy or trust between Justin and his receivers. Something a lot of people aren't talking about is every time Justin rolls out, either by design or escaping the pocket, his receivers are automatically going to block because they 100% think Justin's just going to take off instead of breaking off of their route and trying to get open like a lot of receivers do. Ours are going straight for the block because they automatically assume that Justin is just going to run with the ball. So they have to have trust, and when plays break down like that, and they have to know that there's certain things that they can do better.
They have to wave their hands too. Hey, Justin, look at me. I'm
Well
open.
said, Al.
Say something, goddammit.
Okay, so
Go ahead,
John,
Mike.
Well, John jumped back in. So, John, real quick, give me your quarterback grade.
Do
it, John.
Do it. Man, you guys are. This was. I gotta go.
It's ain't hard,
You already went 6 fucking times. How many times you got to leave?
I don't think he's doing what he can do. I think there's a lot of variables that go into this grade. I really believe he's good on his feet. We know he can make every throw on the field.
A plus.
That was a comment made by our good friend, the Wyan crying fan, Melvin.
Well.
That was a quote from him that he can make every throw on the field. Now, he did crack on them too, though. But what I'm saying is this. We want him to be an athlete because that's what he is. We also need him to be a quarterback. He can make every throw on the field. If we have to work on timing the first year with the OC, we've been through many years with not too many years of longevity with the same OC. And it's hurt us. So judging on his potential and the way his mind works for the game, I'm going to give him a C+.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shocker.
Very much
So I have made it a personal rule that I am not going to talk about Justin Fields until the season is over.
No, we can't have that. Our leader not do that.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to ask you.
No.
Sergeant Admiral General Mike.
Admiral
General, Captain Course of the Mike.
Mike, you gonna stir something up? You better stop.
I would like to be Major Mike from here on out. I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions, and I just want you to think about it. You don't really need to answer it, but just think about it. How many times this season have you seen Justin Fields slide a protection? Now, how many times this year have you seen Justin Fields come off after a 3-and-out and pick up a tablet?
I agree with that.
That shit is scary.
I see him doing one of these. And just,
I've seen that like twice.
He does
I've
it.
seen the
He
tablet
does
thing
it.
like
He
twice.
does it, but there are some Jay Cutler moments when he's biting his fingernails, pissed off.
Hey,
there are.
let me respond to
I
that.
see him pick up the phone too, talking to the.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
No, let me respond to that though. He has the photographic memory, Mike. We know that. He says no. When he has these press conferences and they talk to him about it, he immediately knows exactly what play they're talking about, and he immediately says what he did wrong. Is that them or is that him already knowing?
Okay,
as a grasshopper of the game, you gotta let that you gotta look at those things just to have more looks.
Now wait a minute. Wait.
I feel like
that's called self-awareness and observation.
Does Brady still pick up a tablet?
Yes.
So let me respond. Let me respond to that by saying this: photographic memory or not, we've all played the sport. There ain't no way in hell he knows everything that's happening on every single play. So you may not be looking to see what you did wrong. You could be looking to see what your line did wrong so you can go have a conversation. You could be looking to see what route your receiver ran so you can go have a conversation.
100%.
That is the shit that you don't see. And that is the stuff that he is not seeing in real time on the field.
Well, hold on. That tells me then that he knows he already made the mistake.
But he never looks at the tablet.
Self-awareness.
I'm just saying.
And observation.
There ain't no reason for him to look at the tablet if he already knows I'm gonna go here no matter what.
Lester. Okay. Counterpoint. Okay. No, counterpoint to what John's saying. Okay, so he knows. So how come he's not showing the lineman? How come he's not getting the offensive coordinator and say, "Hey, listen, why can't we do this?" or "Why I'm missing this"? He should be telling other teammates.
He's doing all that stuff. We just don't see it on TV, guys.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
But I'm saying like just because he has the memory doesn't mean everyone else does.
You know what Fox is gonna do? They're gonna point the camera on him when he's looking like he's pissed off, because that's what fucking Fox does.
That's true.
This is what you do, though, man. You get with your guys and you stay with them. You get by your coach. You get with your guys.
At least I know you fucking care.
I agree. You're probably doing it off the camera, but on the camera, it's not even about the camera.
Because whenever they show Brady cussing motherfuckers out on the goddamn sideline, guess what they doing? They straighten the fuck up though. They listening to Brady.
Well, I think Mike is Mike. You have a valid point. I agree with what Mike is saying. But I feel like
Show him.
I feel like
talking
he is
to his goddamn linemen. Show him talking to his targets and his receivers and tight ends.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. If he's not huddled up with them every single, like, you got to be there. If you're not on the tablet, this is a full-time, like, all-in gig. You can't have times where you're spending 5 minutes on the bench biting your fingernails. That's not going to work on our team.
Well,
if you have all these powerful speeches about and I'm a Justin Fields fan. Everybody knows it in here. They shocked about my C+ grade, but I'm saying this: if you don't put in, like we know you put in extra effort. We're not saying the effort's not there. We're not saying you don't want to be better, Justin. We want you to be so dialed in that shit is. There's no downtime while you're pressed. You know what I mean?
So
there's no downtime. Talk to somebody. Get it right.
Let me just go back to the original thing I said, and then I'm going to give my letter grade, and then we're going to move on. The first thing I started with is, when's the last time you've seen Justin Fields slide a protection? And here's the reason I asked this. It is really, really super simple to look at Mustipher and say he got beat the fuck up, and there were people rushing up the middle all day. What we don't talk about is there was no slide in protection. What we don't talk about is that they had two guys pretty much over the fucking top of him between the three gaps that he's responsible for. And we don't talk about most of the blitzes came up the middle. I don't give a shit who you are, what center you are in the NFL. If you've got two guys screaming at your face that are 300 and 250 pounds, you're only going to block one. So at some point in time,
do they give him that opportunity though? Is that in his?
Yes, because he said he's missed that numerous times.
He's come out and said he has missed it.
Okay, that's a valid point then. That's a very good point.
A few of those times, yeah, he did. But also, this offensive line has him being pressured, I think 50% of the time, or probably more than that. If I'm not mistaken, I remember seeing that stat being surfaced around a lot of these goddamn sports media outlets. And I'm like, well, they are going to fucking kill him if this goddamn line can't fucking hold up long enough.
That's not all on the offensive line if we're not slide protection.
But there's
counterpoint to that though. Counterpoint to that. This is what happens. Yeah. This is what happens. You don't have a vet quarterback and a vet center to call those protections, because the center is just as responsible as the quarterback calling those protections too.
Absolutely.
So, what's frustrating is that we keep rotating centers, and we signed a center, and I understand injury and this.
We haven't rotated centers at all.
We haven't rotated center at all. We've had the same center every game, and
what I'm saying is Patrick's back. And
he'll be playing left guard.
That's the only reason we rotated Patrick in, is because Whitehair got hurt.
We've got it. So let's go back. We got a Pro Bowler. He was our center. He stopped being our center. We brought in another guy. Now it's Mustipher starting all the time. But what I'm saying is, you brought Patrick in, and real quick. And all the OTAs, you gave him the snaps with Justin. Really, I mean, of course, there was other.
Patrick still can't grip a football. That's why he's not playing.
That's the problem.
His hand is still fucked up. Yeah.
But I'm saying it affects us that we don't got no stability yet. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're talking about all the center, whatever you're talking about, John. That doesn't have nothing to do with Justin. Justin's only been there 2 years. So how much turnover at the center position has he actually had? Not much.
Here's the whole thing.
Center's still center, I guess. Then.
Listen, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll give my Justin grade, but I just want to go back and say, bad pass blocking is always not just the line fucking sucks. There's so many variables. Running backs are also expected to block in any system, right? They're not doing that very well.
Tight ends
are expected to block, which
actually Blessing Game ain't doing that well either.
Cole Kmet is actually, for as shitty as he is as a pass receiver, has blocked relatively well. it's also up to the quarterback to slide protection. It's all of these things need to happen for protection to be good. And Melvin, I see you put your comment on the screen. How quick's the pressure coming? That's a big question. Is he pressured because he holds the ball forever? In a lot of cases, my opinion, yes. Yes.
Man, but just think about the amount of passes being thrown. Real quick. Just think about the amount of passes being thrown and that number of pressures by those certain guys. 8 and 11 throws. Come on, I mean, you know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure.
22 times, he got sacked 6 times. If I 11 times, got sacked 5 times.
But he is. None of us are saying that he's not.
But some of those sacks.
If I had to take a shot. If I had to take a shot for every single time I yelled at my fucking TV on Sunday saying, "Get rid of the fucking ball," I would have alcohol poisoning.
It's facts. It's facts.
But not all of that. Not all of that holding the ball is on him.
It's not on him.
But not all
I'm
of
not
that.
absolving him.
But not all of
not
those
all of it's on
stats
him.
are on the offensive line either.
Correct.
I think it's 50-50. I'll be honest with you. I think it's 50-50.
It is.
And it goes back.
You don't absolve Luke Getsy's fucking ordeal in this situation because the play calling fucking matters too. Because if you're not calling the right plays, it's going to design the right protection. Then goddamn, he gonna get his ass killed out.
No, that's true. But but the players got to execute what he's calling. Some of the play calling.
He got to call better fucking plays. Who the fuck calls a screen pass to a tight end?
We can talk about this shit all night. Let's move on to Minnesota.
Time out. How many times have you seen the Green Bay Packers throw a screen pass on 3rd and long?
Not to no tight end, Mike. Not to
a
no
lot.
goddamn tight
Bullshit.
end.
Bullshit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. In most offensive coordinators' playbooks, 3rd and long, the screen pass is on the top of that list on most offensive coordinators' lists. To anybody.
To a tight end.
To anybody.
Hey, how many 3rd and longs did we get? We got a lot of 3rd and longs on Sunday.
Yeah, hey, we were leading the league in 3rd down efficiency or something.
Hold on. At one point in the game, we were 5 for 9 on 3rd down. We finished the game 5 for 15 on 3rd down.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. At one point, we
realized that. Another goddamn 3rd down in the whole goddamn 4th quarter. Not one.
At the end of the day, listen, we were talking about the running game. And I said this, at the end of the day, the passing offense needs to get their shit together because we're running the ball great for the first couple because you're not going to face Houston. At some point, teams are just going to dare us to throw.
Shut the running game down. We're going to face somebody who just shut our goddamn running game down. What the fuck
we just did?
They're stacking the box on us because they're not scared of us throwing the ball.
Right.
They're not.
So we do have,
and some of it's on Justin, some of it's on the receivers. I'm not saying it's all Justin, but it's a combination of shit.
It goes right back around. It's full circle. It goes right back to what I said: confidence and trust.
Confidence and trust. Hell yeah.
We do have
make a goddamn play.
We do have a game coming up this weekend with the Minnesota Vikings.
Can we grade the coaches real quick?
Just
coach in the general.
No.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
we can because it's actually on my list, but I know it's not going to be real quick, so I'm skipping it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just give a letter grade?
You guys are incapable of giving just a letter grade.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Completely.
Okay.
I'll make you a deal.
I'm saying F, that's it.
I'll make you a deal. I'll do the coaching grade, but
No.
Save
it for next week, Mike. Save it for next week.
No. This is the first quarter. This is the end of the first quarter.
Let's put it up there. All I want is a letter grade, no explanation. Marlon.
D-.
Adam.
C+.
Gil.
C+.
Lester.
B.
Jason.
C-.
John.
A barely believable B. Minus.
What the fuck?
Minus.
That was pretty funny.
Y'all get these damn C's from?
I am going to give them a B, and without going into any description, it's a B. Don't look at me like that. It's a B, mother.
That's a good
Hey, Marlon, calm down. Matt Eberflus is coached 4 NFL games. Calm the fuck down, okay?
All right, we have a
Like
game.
he just got the goddamn coaching job yesterday.
We have a game with the Minnesota Vikings this week. We are over in time already, so we're gonna have to keep this pretty brief. Score prediction. Let's go, Marlon.
We're not gonna win this game. We're gonna lose 27-13. Minnesota they have better players than we have, especially on offense. So we're losing this game. We're losing this game 27-13.
Adam.
There's no way we win this game. 20-14.
Gil.
We're gonna lose this game. 28-19.
Lester.
19. Shit.
Give it to him, Lester.
Come back to me. Come back to me.
He's trying to fight the homer off. Jason.
Purple rain, purple rain.
I was waiting for this shit.
It's 35-9, and the streak of no second half touchdowns ends with Justin Jefferson.
Bro, 35-9.
That's gross.
Brutal. That's some brutal shit, man.
John.
That's cold-blooded there.
Purple rain.
Cold-blooded.
24-23.
Oh, Jesus. Lester.
Bears.
Bears.
Hey. Listen,
We got
John. That means Kirk Ferguson gonna close the goddamn interception.
Homer John.
Hey, John, that means that goddamn Kirk Ferguson gonna fuck the game up for them.
Homer John. With the boy, the king. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jason, do us a favor before you come on the next show. Don't ever fucking sing again.
Okay.
Never fucking sing
It was
again.
awful.
Never.
Absolutely awful.
Hey, for all of you watching at home, I just want to point this out before we go to Lester. If you think that little bit of singing from Mallardino was bad, you should have went through his month and a half period where he sang every motherfucking morning at 6:30 in voice clips.
I'm gonna start playing him in the intro. I'll start playing him in the intro.
Dead over there at the funeral home.
Can you find them?
It was fucking fantastic.
Oh, I have him.
Lester.
It was agonizing.
I'm still in shock.
Agonizing. I don't want to.
My ears were traumatized.
We're gonna
You know what?
hear him
I know
singing
where my
"Everybody
team
Hurts"
is at.
again. Play the song "Everybody Hurts."
I know where my team is at, but just me, I cannot ever say that Chicago is going to lose. It's just
Stop that and do what
I
you
ain't no
gotta
goddamn
do.
homer, but I just can't say, "Oh yeah, we're going to lose." I mean, I know that they're probably better than us, but I can't fucking tell them that and say that. Fuck them. Fuck Minnesota. We win it. Fuck you, Minnesota. Cookbook, you getting shut down. Justin gonna come around. Fuck Minnesota. Fuck the Vikings. I don't give a shit. We win
What's
it.
the score, Lester?
20-17. Chicago.
Oh, goddamn it. Fuck them, Lester. Fuck them, man. Yeah,
I can't help it. I
Hey.
can't just say the Bears is gonna lose. I just can't say that.
Wait, time out. You see how Marlon got all tough after Lester was like, fuck them. Even though Marlon's like, we losing 39-4.
Fuck Minnesota.
He said 39-4. He said
Don't we change my goddamn score predictions, goddamn it. I'm just saying because our passing game is shitty. That goddamn it, they
for
do
you
me
too.
in that bitch
We
out
for
against
you
them.
too, Melvin.
Jalen Johnson is going to get an interception in this goddamn game, though.
Melvin.
Jalen Johnson's probably not even playing.
Okay, all right.
I didn't see him on the injury report. I didn't see him on the injury report.
Yeah, you was. He did. He did not practice today. Him and David.
I got to get my score
That was
prediction.
Jalen Jones, not Jalen Johnson.
No,
Both of them.
Both of them.
I didn't see Jalen Johnson on the injury report.
Oh,
You didn't look hard enough.
Yeah, you missed that shit. Then you better stop
he
drawing.
didn't
on that
practice
whiteboard.
today. Let's just put it that way.
I don't
Just the
think
confidence.
I don't think we win this game. And I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't think it's gonna be fucking close. I think Dalvin Cook's gonna have the best game he's ever had against us. I think it's gonna be ugly. I am going to go 27-6 Minnesota.
Alexander Madison's playing better than Cook anyway, so it really
I
doesn't
will
matter.
agree. I will agree that Dalvin Cook might have the best
They're both-
game he's ever had against the Bears. I will
I
agree.
thought
with
he,
that.
Cook's got a shoulder brace on, but he's still playing. Yeah, he has a shoulder brace on. He's still playing, and he's still successful. And Alexander Madison is being just as successful.
All right, so fellas, that is it. We will see you next week, where we will be here to do all this again and probably bitch more about the offense and the quarterback play and the offensive line and the wide receivers and everything else that is going wrong in Chicago.
We were wrong.
Bear down, y'all. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy that game.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Knock it off.
I gotta stop the music just to say this. Mallardino, if you sing one more motherfucking time, I'm not bringing the link on new for you. All right, back to the music.
Purple
Bear down,
rain.
everybody.
Not that music.